There's a strange calm in the smartphone world right now, like the moment before a storm. No flashy teasers, no dramatic countdowns, just silence. But behind that silence, something big is happening. Both Samsung and Apple, the two giants that practically control the rhythm of tech launches, have quietly hit pause. Their next flagships, the Galaxy S26 and the iPhone 18, are no longer arriving on schedule. And when both decide to slow down at the same time, that's never a coincidence. It's a sign the entire smartphone game is about to change. Hey everyone, Sam here. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy these deep dive updates into what's really happening in tech, make sure to drop a like, share this video, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Alright, let's dig into what's really going on. Samsung was supposed to open 2026 with its usual January launch, that first big event of the year we all look forward to. But now insiders are whispering that the Galaxy S26 lineup has been pushed back, possibly to March. That's a big shift for a company known for its consistency. When Samsung delays, it usually means one of two things. Either there's a technical hiccup, or something huge is cooking in the background. And this time, it looks like both. Rumor has it that Samsung's lineup is getting a total reshuffle. The Edge model, which made a comeback just last year, might already be gone. The S25 Edge didn't exactly set sales records, and Samsung seems ready to cut its losses early. In its place, we might see the Galaxy S26 Plus, a redesigned model that's taking extra time to perfect. Internally, there was even talk of renaming the base model to S26 Pro, but that idea, too, has been shelved. Clearly, Samsung's not just tweaking. They're rebuilding their strategy from the inside out. Now, delays are never fun, but this one might actually be worth the wait, because the real story here is what's happening under the hood. Enter the Exynos 260 for years. Samsung's Exynos chips have been the underdogs, powerful on paper, but often fallen behind Apple's A series or Qualcomm's Snapdragon processors in real-world performance. That might be about to flip completely. Early numbers suggest this new. Exynos could be 6 times faster in AI tasks than Apple's latest A19 Pro chip, 6 times faster. That's not a small upgrade, that's a wake-up call, and it doesn't stop there. We're talking roughly 15% more CPU power, 75% better GPU performance, and up to 30% faster AI processing than Qualcomm's next-gen Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Elite. If even half of these numbers hold up, Samsung might finally have a chip that doesn't just compete, it dominates. It's a full-circle moment after years of Exynos skepticism. The reason behind this jump? Samsung's quietly decoupled the modem from the main processor, freeing up more space and power for the CPU, GPU, and NPU to flex their muscles. Add their brand new 2nm process into the mix, and we're staring at something potentially groundbreaking. Still, there's a reason Samsung's taking extra time. This kind of innovation doesn't come easy. Yields on new chip processes are always tricky, and Samsung doesn't want to repeat the mistakes of the past. So instead of rushing to launch in January and risking another Exynos disappointment, they're polishing every detail. It's a bold move, choosing perfection over punctuality, but it could redefine how people see Samsung's flagship lineup for years to come. Meanwhile, Apple's pulling its own version of a slowdown. Reports say the iPhone 18 lineup won't follow the traditional September rhythm. Instead, Apple might split the releases, with the standard models arriving in spring 2026 and the Pro lineup dropping earlier in fall 2025. That's not just scheduling, it's strategy. By spreading out launches, Apple keeps the spotlight longer and gives each model room to breathe. There's also talk of the Plus models quietly being replaced by new Air editions, thinner, lighter, and likely cheaper versions to replace the aging Say line. It's Apple simplifying the lineup while stretching the hype across the calendar year, but the reason behind Apple's new rhythm is the same as Samsung's: quality. Both companies seem to have realized that hardware evolution is slowing down. We're at a point where every new phone feels a bit too familiar, slightly faster, slightly better cameras, slightly longer battery life. The magic's fading because the pace is too relentless. By slowing the cycle, they're giving innovation room to breathe again. Maybe that's exactly what we've been missing. Time. The truth is, most people don't upgrade every year anymore. It's 2, sometimes 3 years between phones. And that's not because people stopped caring. It's because the jump just isn't worth it anymore. So if Samsung and Apple are both recalibrating, this might be the beginning of a smarter era for smartphones, one where each new generation actually feels new again. Sure, it's tough waiting longer for the next big thing. But if this extra time means Samsung's S26 and Apple's iPhone 18 arrive with real innovations, stronger chips, smarter AI, better design, and fewer compromises, then maybe slowing down isn't a setback. Maybe it's a reset. A reset the smartphone industry desperately needs, because let's be honest, progress doesn't always mean moving faster. Sometimes it's about knowing when to stop, rethink, and rebuild from the ground up. And if that's what both companies are doing right now, then the next chapter of this tech rivalry might be the most exciting one yet. So tell me, would you rather have your new phone right now with minor upgrades, or wait a few months for something truly next level? Let me know your take in the comments below, because the way things are heading, this wait might just be the start of a whole new smartphone era.